Okay, Ole Miss is playing at Texas A&M this week. Ole Miss gets beat for the first time last week. Beat down, really. I mean, I thought LSU's coming on a little bit, but what would you do? You're the head coach at Texas A&M, Urban, right now. I don't know. What do you do to fix things down there? And I'm not trying to project you into a possible another job opportunity that might be coming at the end of the year. But it'd be hard for them to get rid of Jimbo Fisher right now. But man, he's well into his tenure there, and a lot of things seem to be unraveling. I mean, what's just your take on what's going on there with Texas A&M, loaded with talent, but where are the results?
Yeah, he hasn't had a double. I didn't realize this until this summer. When that little spat between him and
Yeah.
Nick Saban came up. Texas A&M is a proud place. It's a place that has an enormous resource. I coached a game against Texas A&M down there, and it's incredible. It's also within 100 miles. You have as good a football players as there. Recruiting is over the top, and football is so important in the state of Texas. So it's hard to understand. I don't want to add the narrative because I'm not inside that locker room, but we're all, as I used to explain to our coaching staff and our players, this is the most evaluation friendly business you can be in. That means every week there's a left side of the column and a right side. You either win or lose the game, and then also people watch. And if it's in disarray, your evaluation is not very good. So there's something. They just suspended a handful of players.
Yeah.
Some of the highly ranked recruiting class that they had. The offensive performance has been nothing short of very bad, very poor. So and the one thing about the SEC, there's no time to take a breath, ever. You don't you take a breath against Ole Miss, they'll beat you to death. So there's so many good athletes, especially in the Southeastern Conference. You can't take a breath. So there's something going on there. So.
Yeah, I tell you what, W's change a lot of thinking, though, don't they? And I wanted to ask you this before we move on. Everybody's ripping Jimbo Fisher for the offense there. It just doesn't look like it's state of the art, for want of another term. Do you agree with that from what you've watched of their offense? I mean, are they getting what they should be getting out of that kind of talent?
Yeah, I've heard that, and I actually went and watched a little bit of it. Jimbo Fisher has a reputation, and deservedly so, as an excellent offensive coach. They won a national championship. He had James Winston when he was there.
Yeah.
He was an assistant coach, I believe, won a national championship at LSU. So his football acumen is very high. I don't know him very well, but I know people that know him, and very good offensive acumen. But the rotating quarterbacks, they've had issues in the offensive line where people have been hurt. I see different numbers in the offensive line constantly, and then also you see a rotation of 3 quarterbacks. And this young quarterback is supposed to be a tremendous talent. So I don't know if you just say, let's go and ride with him. But offensively, I faced the challenge too, because I ran my offense for so long, and I was very stubborn. And then I hired a guy like Ryan, because think about the coordinators I had. I had Dan Mullen, tremendous coach, and then Tom Herman did a great job for us. And then we got a little stale, and I let Ryan. I understood we needed to get things going a little bit. And Ryan Day brought that whole crossing package in the passing game. He brought some, the way he understands how to attack downfield. So I kind of handed a lot of things to Ryan Day. I'm not sure. Maybe that's what needs to happen down there. Once again, I'm not in that program, so I'm not completely sure.
Yeah. Well, hey, something's got to go on. I mean, I grew up in that area, as you know, East Texas, and a bunch of my buddies went to A&M, went to Texas A&M, and I'm telling them, they aren't happy.
Yeah, football is important there, man.
Oh yeah, baby. You ought to see that airport, on game day. I mean, the Texas A&M airport right down the street, it's loaded with big time jets. But and that tells you all you need to know.
Thank you for watching. Make sure you smash that subscribe button for me, and remember to check out all the videos on the On3 YouTube page.